Steve Gamache for Chef Knives to Go with another quick look product review. And what we have this time is the Takayuki Kurokage VG10 hammered Santoku 170mm knife. So that's quite the mouthful. So let's break that down. So as you can see, this knife has a black finish to it. So this Kurokage means dark shadow. And then this also has a hammered finish to it as well. And the top half of the blade, it's kind of a matte finish with a little bit of sheen to it on the black coating, which is Teflon coating, so it should be nice and durable. The construction is all stainless, so the core steel is tried and true VG10 full stainless steel. Heat treats typically about 60, maybe 61-ish. Rockwell on the hardness. The construction has stainless, soft stainless cladding over either side of that, so this is an all stainless blade. The weight and dimensions can vary just a little bit from knife to knife, but the weight on this one's 149 grams or 5.3 ounces. The edge length is right about 170, about 6.75 inches from the tip to the back of the heel, and the overall length is about 12.4 inches. The spine thickness, this is about 2.1 millimeters thick all the way down, and this can vary a little bit from knife to knife. The 240 actually was a little bit thinner than this, about 1.9 all the way down. They don't have a lot of distal taper or thinning of the spine as it gets towards the tip, so when you start hitting the grind right there, it starts to thin up and it gets reasonably thin. It's not whisper thin, but pretty thin, so performance should be good. The back of the blade, edge kind of geometry, come on camera. There we go. Looks like that. Not whisper thin, but should be good performer. A little bit of meat there at the edge, but should be a balanced performer. Definitely has some stiffness to it. Fit and finish is very nice. Blade height is about 46.6, so pretty generous height for a Santoku this size. The handle is octagonal. It's a fairly kind of squarish shape to it, but comfortable nonetheless. The handle, they are very dramatic. This is wenge for the wood and black buffalo horn for the ferrule. Nice fit and finish. Everyone's going to be a little unique. Some of the horn will have a little more figure than others, but nice tight glue up and nice fit and finish all the way around. The circumference is about 72, 73 millimeters where the two materials meet. And the handle's a little bit longer. It's not super heavy, but the blade is light and small-ish, so the balance point is kind of right about where that choil is, maybe slightly behind it. So it's going to be a little handle heavy on a pinch grip, just balance-wise. Racket grip, if you grip it like that, might be a little more neutral for you. But, you know, pretty light blade overall. Finish is very nicely done. They've ground down the edges of the spine and the choil neck area here, so it's quite comfortable. You can see a clean job on this coating. And then they've got some etched kanji and then made in Japan on the right side of the blade as you'd be holding it. There's your hammering characteristics on that part of the blade until they start grinding it down towards the edge. So here is the left side of the blade, a little bit easier to see where the grind starts down towards the edge. But out of the box edge, I'd say about 6 out of 10 on my particular scale. It seems pretty sharp out of the box, but of course you can get it sharper if you do your part. Here's the edge profile. It's a pretty user-friendly Santoku profile, so we've got a little bit of flat towards the heel, not a lot. It pretty much just rolls into the heel, so I wouldn't say this is a chopper by any means, but you've got a little bit of a flattish area towards that back third, and then your typical sheep's foot point, kind of a low center line for the tip, so it doesn't have a lot of belly towards the tip, so I'll get about right in there before I start digging the tip in. So you could rock over smaller stuff with no problem with this. It would definitely push-pull cut great, glide cut. Tip draws would be nice with it on products. So fairly friendly and pretty versatile Santoku profile on this knife. So kind of a unique coating and aesthetics to this. This should have a good balanced performance, really cool handle, high quality fit and finish. This is the Takayuki Kurokage VG10 hammered Santoku 170mm knife.